After living away for 20 years, A.G Anil Kumar, the ex-CEO of a mobile retail chain, returned to his hometown Anantapur 3 years ago in 2019. 7 generations of his family have lived in the Anantapur district. He had noticed how people outside had a negative image of his district. Anil thought, why not show Anantapur from his perspective? That's how Discover Ananthapuram started. From restoring a 14th century stepwell to giving 26,000 bird nests under Home for Birds, Anil has many inspiring stories to share. In 2019, Anil came back to his hometown and started looking into the history of the district and how his family was named Ananthapuram. In the British diaries kept in the London Library, he found that his great-great-grandfather, Narappa Reddy, had mentioned how Bukkaraya Samudram, a small village near Ananthapuram, was a bigger town than Ananthapuram in the 18th century. Since my great-great-grandfather has been taking care of Ananthapuram, his family was given the name Ananthapuram, says Anil. During my research, I wrote to London libraries, read the British gazettes and discovered temples, historic buildings and monuments that were neglected by the government, archaeology department and endowments department due to lack of funds. I asked the officials if they had any objection if I worked on neglected sites. They were absolutely fine, and that's how my first project, restoring a 13th century koneru in Kasi Visweswara Swamy Devalayam, started. Way back in 1890, my great-grandfather was here, and 130 years later, I got an opportunity to restore this and make sure Ganga Arati was performed, he adds. During his work, Anil found a bridge connecting Bellary and Ananthapuram which was no longer there. A new bridge had come up instead. In the 19th century, this was the only bridge that connected Bellary and Ananthapuram and through which officials could enter the district. With great historical importance, I restored the bridge pathway. The day I finished the restoration was the 100th birthday of the bridge, which I found through the milestone written with the details about the bridge, he says. When COVID-19 pandemic hit, it was the health workers who were the first ones to get affected in hospitals. That's when Heal Ananthapuram started. Anil distributed N95 masks, surgical masks, gloves and sanitizers in hospitals. Anil feels that the lack of sufficient trees and greenery is leading to many problems. So he started planting saplings. But he did not just leave them unattended. He ensured that each plant was adopted by a home. Every work that Anil started revealed a new problem that had to be solved. While working on Green Ananthapuram, he found that nails were being pinned to trees to put up advertising boards. They were killing the trees slowly and was also reducing the oxygen producing capacity of the trees. Nails from about 7,000 trees were then removed. Then I thought, where were the birds in Ananthapuram going as trees were being cut down for various reasons? On a war footing, we decided to make birds stay in our town ahead of summer. Traveling to Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Kanyakumari, we identified rural women who make bird nests with coir. We started giving raw materials for different kind of nests, says Anil. Anil started Home for Birds as an experiment and distributed 26,000 nests in 24 days to accommodate 30,000 birds. The project also got into Harvard's world record for the fastest execution of man-made nests. During this project, Anil found that there were 124 species of birds in Ananthapuram 3 years ago. But 20 species had left the town due to environmental issues. One specialty of these bird nests is that it is made of natural raw materials, so the birds can customize their nests and build their own home. We are trying not to kill the natural ability of the birds but only help them quickly construct their nests ahead of the summer season, adds Anil. Speaking about the future of Home for Birds, Anil says he has received a statewide response from people who want similar bird nests. The next phase is teaching those who want to make nests by traveling to other districts such as Nellore, Visakhapatnam, Rajahmundry and Tirupati. Even an empty tender coconut shell can be used as a safe bird nest. I want to teach people to make nests with the available products, and I want to start with school children, says Anil. When asked about the funds for his project, Anil said he withdrew his daughter's fixed deposit, which was totally fine with her. He adds, I have no regrets because I am confident that my daughter can stand on her own, and the best part was she asked if she could give me some more money from her savings. Anil says his ability to work and help people he probably got from his mother, who sponsored an old age home and orphanages, adopted AIDS patients and distributed books to the poor. She is said to be the only woman in AP who has distributed 2 lakh books to students of class 1 to 5th in municipal school for the last 10 years. While out on his morning walks, Anil found many talented para-athletes who needed support. I identified 9 para-athletes, including a girl who is blind and a boy who has lost both hands, and enrolled them in a gym. In 1 year, 5 members won medals at the national level. I thought I should identify 90 more members. That's my next project, to identify para-athletes who are talented and give them a better world, says Anil.